Yo, what's up, guys? So this is some awesome news. Probably the best news that I've seen in a little bit for Star Wars. As you guys know, Qui-Gon is my favorite character. Or rather, like the favorite character that I'd want to become or want to be mentored by or want to be like. But realistically, let's be real. I'm Dexter Jetster. Qui-Gon Jinn kicks off a new line of Star Wars graphic novel in a prequel to the prequels. Beautiful. I think, Filoni did a fantastic job. Dave Filoni did a fantastic job with Tales of the Jedi, with even giving a little bit of a backstory to Qui-Gon Jinn when he was with Count Dooku. And I really wanted to go deeper into that. There used to be a Qui-Gon comic run called Master and Apprentice way back when, like early 2000s. And it was Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi before the events of the Phantom Menace, just doing like odd jobs and Jedi stuff. He also had an apprentice before that. Anyways, Dark Horse Comics is launching. Dude, it's Dark Horse? This is amazing. This is the first time I'm reading this. So I saw the headline and I'm going into it, and I figured if it's a crap video, like it's clickbait, don't make it. Dark Horse Comics is launching a new line of all ages Star Wars original graphic novels called Hyperspace Stories, which contain standalone tales of some of the best loved and most well-known characters in the Star Wars galaxy. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories will kick off in 2024 with an OGN starring Qui-Gon Jinn by writer George Mann and artist Andrea Mutti and Gigi Baldassini in honor of the 25th anniversary of the 1999 release of Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. In the story, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan must hunt down a secret Jedi order known as the Brotherhood of the Ninth Door, whose hidden force powers may make them allies or enemies. Dude, cool! I'm thrilled to be getting my hands on Qui-Gon at long last. He's such an icon of the prequel era, and it's a real joy to be able to add to his story, says writer George Mann in a statement. Expect everything from lightsaber battles to creepy investigations, from dark side sets to familiar faces, as we check in on Qui-Gon at 3 pivotal moments in his life, venturing to the streets of Jeddah as a Padawan, to the distant world of Sarosha as a lonesome Jedi Knight, and deep into the wreck of an ancient spaceship as a Jedi Master. Dude, that means we could get Dooku. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, dude, literally. Count Dooku, young Obi-Wan, it's all here. Plus, of course, the most gorgeous art from Andrea and Gigi. Oh, this is great, dude. Future entries in the Star Wars Hyperspace Storyline will feature characters such as Luke, Leia, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, Qui-Gon, Rey, General Grievous, Kylo Ren, and Darth Vader. Dude, creators attached include writers Cecil Castellucci, Dina Ireland, and Michael Morecci, along with artist Andrea Mutti, Lucas Maranon. Anyways, though Dark Horse hasn't specified which creators will work on which future graphic novels in the series, artist Michael Cho will provide covers across the line. Oh my god, dude, I'm so excited to actually be passionate about Star Wars comics again. We're so excited to bring these original graphic novels to Star Wars fans of all ages, says Michael Siglain, creative director of Lucasfilm Publishing. These are all swashbuckling standalone stories that focus on classic characters and showcase why they're so beloved and iconic. And in addition to highlighting these galactic heroes and villains, we're also really embracing the medium, telling tales as only comics can. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories Qui-Gon Jinn goes on sale April 23rd. So we got like 6 months. Today's the 25th, so 6 months on the dot. This is something that I really wanted, bro. Like, I wanted some like old school Dark Horse style of comics, like telling stories of fan favorite characters. For me, Qui-Gon Jinn, like prequel characters especially. So the fact that we're going to be getting this with like 3 different stories of Qui-Gon, one as a Padawan, one as a Jedi Knight, and then one as a Jedi Master, I think it was. See, venturing to the streets of Jeddah as a Padawan, to the distant world of Sarosha as a lonesome Jedi Knight. Okay, so he's by himself, and deep into the wreck of an ancient spaceship as a Jedi Master. So this one he's going to be with Obi-Wan. Jeddah he's going to be with Dooku, and then distant world of Sarosha just by himself. And then after that, we're going to be getting Luke Skywalker, maybe him and like Ben Solo, if they're probably going to cover sequel stuff. That's the thing, that's one of the reasons why I got disillusioned with the comics, became disillusioned, is because they just were doing the characters kind of weird. Like Luke went back to Bespin, tried to find his lightsaber in Cloud City, and the Ugnaughts were helping him, and then he finds it and he's like, so much horror has been done with this weapon, and he freaking tosses it out of the way. Like, what the and then he like God, they just like to make him toss it always. So then he goes and like builds this yellow lightsaber, uses that for a little bit, and then he builds his green one finally. He like battled the Grand Inquisitor too. I don't know, it just wasn't for me. I wasn't liking it, so stopped covering them for a while. And same with the Vader stuff. But I think with this, and I always say this, I'm pretty hopeful that they did Qui-Gon pretty good in the Master and Apprentice novel, and they've done the characters actually really well. Like Dooku Jedi Lost, they did really well, all about Dooku and Asajj Ventress. I don't think that they'll mess it up, but hey, you never know, as always. But I think when it comes to like filling in gaps for Luke and stuff like that in between the original trilogy, probably got really weird for them, or like really difficult for them to be able to properly do it, because they were probably just shoehorning shoehorning stories in there and making stuff up, obviously, but making stuff up to fill in gaps, not necessarily to tell a story, in my opinion. But all right, well, cool. I'm gonna be on the lookout for this. I'm excited that comics are going to be coming back at some point. It just might be in April, but I think I'm going to cover the Dark Horse ones. Maybe I'll even start covering the Vader ones and like giving my take on it. If you guys wouldn't mind that, then I'll absolutely do that. But I just don't want to come across as like toxic. But then again, who cares? All right, well, this is great news. Hope you guys are excited for it. Let me know which comic series you are the most excited for. Is it the Qui-Gon, Vader, Kylo? Kylo will be pretty cool too. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your time today and watching today's video. Or if you're listening to this on the podcast format with Spotify and iTunes and every other audio format there is. Appreciate you. Have a great day. May the Force be with you.